My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived two deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
Siddiqui, how are you? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tell me about
Hello.
this.
Hello.
How are you, Siddiqui?
Mhm.
Can you hear me,
Yeah, I
Siddiqui?
can hear you, bro. I was full start. If somebody,
Okay,
if the
no,
guys give you an announcement on the show, was full start.
yeah, no problem, no problem. We can just, I can still be playing something else and
Yeah,
be
just
talking.
just when the next 5 minutes will start.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, this is the show live. It will be live on Liberty Radio 88.1. And I got my co-host Siddiqui, who is in Liberia, and I will be joining him shortly. And please be with us for the next 1 hour. And if you have the time, please share this video. And Siddiqui, you watching the video right now, eh? Okay, I think Siddiqui is muted. Yeah, so share the video. My page is actually restricted right now for the next 22 days because of a word that I use on Facebook. I said garbage in, garbage out that I posted, and so that is why they suspended this. They restricted my page. Yeah, so share the video because I won't be able to share. And also, you can follow me on YouTube. You can go to YouTube. You can, if you friends with me on Twitter, you will see it. If you go to YouTube, go to L and TGN TV. You will follow us, and I want you to go and subscribe. And it will be good for us to to help. But all my videos and everything are on there. And now you got to be very careful the music you play in the background because Facebook now is too difficult. Facebook is not just so. And I also want to see no limit. This no limit. That's what her name. The girl name slip off my head. Yeah. So share the video, please. Share the video. We'll be having a nice show today. We'll be talking about the CPP. We'll be talking about the worst president of Liberia, President Weah, who is on a vacation and pretending like he's representing the country and representing Liberia out there. And President Weah, we all know, is out of the country for some time. And how can a man or president of a nation would just want to take a 6 weeks vacation. Why? Morocco, it was not a conference in Morocco, it just was private, but he make it official. And then he have to go to Egypt, and he went to Bulgaria, somewhere he went again. And you know what surprised me is that you got Kalasco posting, I don't know the CDC government. You know, they are all member of the catfish family. The catfish family, you know, you don't know the man or the pa because they all get BS. So you don't know who's the man, who's the pa. So when you look on Facebook, you will see Kalasco posting and giving you information. Oh, the government just got another thing. Oh, the government just got this. So where's the information minister? Who speak for the government? Is Kalasco the one that speak for the government that post out there? The people running a social club, man. They're running a social club. I'm telling you, it's sad. Right? You can see Sidiki in studio right now in Liberia. Yeah. So we'll be
Okay.
having a nice show. We will talk about the CPP. We'll talk about the Unity Party. We'll talk about all the rumors that are going
And
around. Today you heard it from yourself, and Mr. Ability was on and Spoon yesterday, and he explained the same thing I've been
on
saying.
two.
Look,
You hear me?
ca- yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, Sidiki. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good. You can hear me? Hear me, Sidiki?
1 2 1 2 1 2. Yeah, you hear me there, Biba?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. I can
You hear
hear
me?
you. I can hear you, Sidiki. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, just hold on, coming.
Okay,
Okay,
Sidiki,
good. So, folks,
ask them if there a way that when someone calling, it can be on speaker for us to hear you because only you alone can hear the calls that coming in. We're not hearing the call.
mm, yeah, we. Yeah, hello? 1 2 1. Yeah, we will be taking call from our own of land today because the station number has a problem.
Yeah, but still, if you take call, okay, you'll be taking calls from your phone today. So let's see if we hear it because when the people calling, I can't hear them, and the audience, the viewers don't hear
No,
them. Okay, go ahead, Sidiki, start.
no problem. So, folks, you are listening to the General Show. Welcome on the show. This is the General Show. This show comes on every Thursday and Sunday night. Thursday will be coming on 2 o'clock Liberian time. And so we are all welcome on the show. The reason we are coming on here today because we love and invite the show, and that is why we are doing this. But on Thursday, listen to us at the same time we hear us. Until then, let's bring on our host, Mr. Moni Kishen, there in the US. Thank you very much. You're
Yeah, thank
welcome.
you, Sidiki, and thanks to our audience in Liberia, those of you who listen to radio and those of you watching online. I want to say thanks to my man Jiba. Oh yes, and the president is in Dubai. Okay, Regina Wilson and Alice, Rebecca. Want to say thanks for watching. Share this video, and I can see comments right now. So thanks for watching, and thanks to Siliki for your time, your effort, your commitment to drive from to be able to take that time from all the way to your place to come to the studio. I want to say thank you. I don't know how to say it. And I want to say today we'll be having a nice show. This is all about Liberia. And this is the general show. You can also follow us on YouTube, TGN TV. Right now I'm on Voice Matter. I'm on the general page. I'm on all my pages and I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. So all over the place. Somebody gonna watch it. So I want to say thank you very much. We'll be having a good time. But before we start, I want to say I bless you guys and thank God for life. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. There will be good things in Liberia. Liberia will rise again. Do not give up because you made the wrong decision. And if you make mistakes, you file mistakes and get it right. So, Siddiqui, what is trending in Liberia? What is the news on the ground? Tell me something. What is going on in Liberia?
Yeah, the Supreme Court on yesterday issued a writ of arrest for the finance minister because of his refusal to pay the servants of the Supreme Court. And up to now, there have been no arrest made, and which is very bad for our judiciary system because the Supreme Court is the highest decision-making body of the country. And so when it come up to, you all can remember Yeke Koruba, the representative of District Number 10, have won a lot of cases against this government in court. But whenever the Supreme Court instruct the House of Representatives to do the needful things, they ignore the ruling from the Supreme Court. They don't do that because they feel that they are close to the president and they can do anything and get away with it. They have been the culture of our country. And so yesterday, that is the truly issue right now. The Supreme Court, the issue of writ of arrest for the finance minister, but up to now, there have been no arrests made. And so these are some of the things that are going on. But over the weekend, Mr. Cummings, there will be a group of women organization from Maryland and Grand Gillette undertaking an endorsement program at the headquarters of the ANC on Friday, which will be the 10th. Then during the weekend, Mr. Cummings will also be in Labour County, Ghana to attend a funeral there. Yeah.
Okay, and you notice something, Siddiqui. There's something that calls goes around, comes around. And our country, the country is lawless. There is no one care about the law in Liberia. Now, the Supreme Court issued an arrest for the finance minister because they didn't pay, they have not taken pay yet. They know how many people in Liberia have not taken pay. Kabina Janet won a case that the government supposed to give him some money. There is nothing. The former first lady won a case. The government have not taken action. That is the kind of government we got. That is why we're telling the Liberian people it is wrong. No matter how bad the country is, there's law and order. But when the law and order is not at the top, the bottom, the executive, you see, we got three branches of government. The first branch makes law. The judiciary, who's supposed to be the last, they got the executive that implement the laws. And then the judiciary interprets the law. But Liberia, the executive is so powerful. I was telling a guy the other day, he argued with me. I said Liberia is a unitary state. Too much power in the executive. The executive can just do things. Where in the world or Supreme Court will summon you as minister, just an ordinary appointee, and you fail to show up? Because why? He got the backing of the president. That is wrong. But if that was an ordinary guy, his feet would be in the air and they would drag him to that Supreme Court. But imagine the Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia with 4 other justices that signed that paper and then they click it. The man refused. What going to come up? Nothing going to come about it because there is no law in the country. So it's just an example. Liberian people, this government cannot take us anywhere. Everything you see that we are going to do right now is just to convince, to fool you. 5 years ago, you never did it. Now you're doing it. Election is tomorrow. Liberian, be smart. This one, God cannot help you. God will only give you wisdom. God will not come down and put it in your head or hold your hands to vote. 5 years, you give the president 6 years. 5 years, he did nothing. Now he's trying to force the 1 year to change things around. It is impossible. It's impossible, Liberians. This is not rocket science. Oh, the president traveled. They said they will help Liberia. Oh, they will come to the port. Oh, they will do this. The money the president took to get all money off the market that they ate. If that money was going to put into agriculture, $50 million by this time, Liberia is doing something. If they are going to put all this small money into healthcare or education by this time, President Weah will be talking about re-election. He will be, how can a president going for re-election and will travel and leave the country for 6 weeks? Seditious are not happy with that. And guess what? Do not allow them to fool you again. They want to bring the old story. Oh, George Weah was the one who used to play for Lone Star. George Weah was not the only player for Lone Star. The football game got 11 players. 11 players on every team. When you look at the amount, this 90 minutes. That means if any player, you entitled to 11 minutes on the field. Touch that ball. James Diba played for Lone Star. Joe Nagwe played for Lone Star. Kevin played for Lone Star. They all sacrificed. They all wore the yellow, the red, white, and blue jersey. They used to come from Europe under their guns and they play football. George Weah was not the only person. So playing football still do not guarantee you the presidency. Not because I'm on Facebook, that means I should jump up and say I won't run for representative. George Weah had no clue. But only in Liberia it happened. Only in Liberia. There's a guy in America today who is running. He's a very good player. He's a former NFL. He plays big time. But the people are saying that, listen, my brother, you're just a celebrity. That's not what we want you for. You don't know. Even the football game in Liberia have not prospered. It's not even going anywhere. A football president. If President Weah were to use the football technique where the coaches make the decision when the team is bad, the coach will ask the president, I need to buy new players. While President Weah cannot reshuffle his government, and we are staying into the same thing because there is no more option. No more option. They don't tell you what they're doing. Accountability, transparency is weak. Sedition. You were there for 12 years as opposition. President Weah took over. Ask yourself the question, where I am today. My life better than the 12 years? Even up to the time you were opposition, you still used to eat. The time you were opposition, you still used to eat. This is not about like. No, this is about likable. We all, President Weah went in the camp. President Weah came to disarm. We gave him the presidency. We make him president. Don't let them come back in 1990. If you continue to talk about the past, you will not go nowhere. You remember the past and then for the future. But you still want to tell me that President Weah was the only man who loved who? Who rich today? Who got the money today? Who got free today? Is President Weah not? You stay struggle jobs. Do not blame yourself, my people. This is the time you look there and say, please, now say they call yourself, you call yourself disenchanted seditions. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for money, or you want to get your shares so you will run campaign? Is that what you're waiting for? Eh? Is that what you're waiting for? No. Put life first. Know about the candidates. You got 3 men so far. They're not perfect. They are all Liberians. They all qualify to run. But are they capable? Are they prepared to lead? Not to rule, but to lead. Are they prepared to take Liberia to the next level to compare other people? No, they are not ready. They are not ready. So please, Liberians, please, this coming election is very important. Please hold on one. We got to take this phone call. Okay, Sidiki, take it from there. Take it from there, Sidiki.
One, two, one, two, one, two. We are bygone. The internet went off, but you are bygone. Hello? Hello? You check something. Check something.
Sidiki, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. Take it from there. I'm on the phone. Take it from there quick.
Oh, you're not going to
I can hear you, Sidiki. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can.
One, two. One, two, one, two. You hear me?
I can hear you, Sidiki.
Yeah, you hear me? Just speak. Let's see.
I can hear you, but you can hear me.
Yeah, but we're not hearing you from this side.
Well, I can hear you loud and clear.
Take it from the Yes.
I can hear you, Sidiki. I can hear you. But you can't hear me?
One, two, one, two, one, two. You not hearing me? Yeah, I think I'm miserable.
I can hear you, Sidiki. Okay. Well, let me just
Alexander Cummings album. Keep on the explode. The leaders I love, the leaders I love, the ones I trust so much, they made a fool out of me. I've been praying to God every day, please give me a leader.
The oldest republic in Africa. And yet, we're one of the least developed countries on the continent, and indeed one of the least developed countries in the world. And I say to you, my fellow Liberians, we deserve a better Liberia. We need to ask ourselves some fundamental questions. Why are we where we are? Most Liberian homes don't have electricity. Most Liberian homes don't have running water. Most Liberians are unemployed. These are things we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. We, as Liberians, cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. We cannot keep electing and selecting the same kinds of leaders with the same kinds of experiences and expect Liberia to change. We have to do many things differently, and that starts with selecting and electing new leaders who know how to create jobs, who know how to grow the economy, who will prioritize the Liberian people first before they prioritize themselves. And this is what I offer you, the Liberian people. The other universal truth that I want to share with you, my fellow Liberians, is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And again, I ask you to look at my record of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what's. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. Our next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training.
Can I play now? Yeah,
You can hear me, Siddiqui?
yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, just take it from there. I'm on the phone quick for song from Liberia. Take it from there.
I should
Take it from there. I'm on the phone.
Okay, take it from there. Okay, that's me.
Let's take it from there. I will come in.
When will we get to
When he's doing it, can you talk to someone?
right now?
That will go into on it now.
Siddiqui, you can hear me?
You finish?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk. I want you to take the show from there.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, but say something. Take it from there. Say something. I will get to you.
Now you hearing me?
I can hear you, but continue. Oh, God.
Teachers training and adult education, but we have to educate our young people because again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our fifth priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes?
Okay, thank you very much, guys. And we're having a little difficulty there with Siddiqui. I don't know if he can hear me. I think he's watching the monitor. Siddiqui, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Siddiqui?
Discussing some national issues, particularly about the bit of arrest that was issued by someone toward the finance minister. You hear me now?
I can hear you, but I don't know why you're listening to the monitor instead of listening. I don't know how you're doing it. So you delay.
Yeah, but you speaking, I'm not hearing you.
I asked you can hear me. You said yes. You can hear me? Siddiqui, maybe your phone volume is off because I know you're watching me through the monitor.
Sorry, I'll be. No, I'm not watching you through the monitor. Jabi speaking, let's see.
Siddiqui, there is no other way I'm supposed to speak. Other people get me, but you can't hear me, but I can hear you.
Okay, now it's said now.
You can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
You're
Get
loud
back
and
on
clear. I'm
air.
hearing you now. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
go
Had a
ahead,
little
go ahead.
short break. Okay, had a little short break in, and we're sorry for, as technologists, things are happening. Yes, we're saying, and we all know job is big for president, whether we like it or not. But for the job, he's the president. We're moving. He's a terrible leader. He's a bad leader. There's no other way that we can describe him. He's not ready the job. He's not. He don't even want the job. And this president is even begging to leave the job. From his action, they say actions speak louder than words. President Weah is actually begging the people to leave the job. But we still say, oh, we love president. No, you love president Weah more than yourself. How can you love another man more than yourself? You must love yourself first. Your family have to eat. You need a job. You need to go to school. You need to go to hospital. President Weah will be going to Morocco for treatment. Why you in Liberia? You can't even find Panadol. Why you in Liberia? You can't even find aspirin or Talent or something else. So Liberian, open your eyes. This election is the future of Liberia. If you don't get it right, today we are voting, the people are voting in America. And people don't care if they know, they don't need to know no representative, but the representative must do the right thing. They don't need to know no senator. You can be my friend, but the fact of the matter is that I want my what I want it on that table. I want you to fight for me, not to make yourself rich. So if you don't do it, I will vote against you. So do the same thing. It is your right. Register and vote. And listen, we got 3 men right now who running. We got a United Party. We respect the United Party. They were there before, and the United Party should respect us. But I am saying that Mr. Cummings' platform is the best platform for Liberia. Mr. Cummings' vision for Liberia is the best. Mr. Cummings, that is how politicians go around. You meet the people and talk to the people and know their problem. Only Mr. Cummings continue to go around the country. Since 2017, Mr. Cummings has been traveling Liberia all over the place. He have gone over. Don't let nobody fool you. There's no problem. Oh, nobody know Mr. Cummings. Liberian people, how long it take you to know somebody? Mr. Cummings don't need to come to your house and give you $5. Mr. Cummings don't need to come. But Mr. Cummings helped more people in Liberia than any, even including President Weah, and I challenge them any day. I challenge them any day. When it comes to education, health, Mr. Cummings have contributed a lot to that country. Even before Mr. Cummings, 2004, Mr. Cummings took Coca-Cola to Liberia. They gave over $350,000 worth of medical supply to Buchanan. At that time, Mr. Cummings was not running. Mr. Cummings had been going to Liberia in and out. But he don't go to Liberia and go talk. You don't have to go to Liberia and be making news yelling over the place. Everybody got a style. Mr. Cummings have helped people, but he don't talk about it because he respect human dignity. He respect people. Mr. Cummings don't need to come on radio and say, oh, I gave John Brown $5 to prove what? To prove what? Mr. Cummings don't need to do that. But we all know, try to know about the candidate. Mr. Cummings is the only Liberian in our history who retired, work and work and decided I will get into politics. Because do you know why Mr. Cummings is desperate? Because lack of health care, lack of job creation, lack of infrastructure. Now having election, President Weah said, oh, we're going to propose $100 million community project. Why you do it long? Oh, we just signed contract with the Avent electricity company. Why you do it long time? Oh, we're fixing the Ralphie Highway. Why you start time? Why, President, we are not talking to you? President Weah, let us be frank. President Weah is the president of Liberia. He must go. If you want kill life, continue with President Weah. President Weah went to France, his first trip. The French government gave us $11 million. Do you know what is $1 million? You think that's small money? You're listening to the tape of Molba Molu. He said every money that President Weah received from out there, he said for him. For him. Because the president is into the corrupt act, that is why he can't fire Sametwe. That is why it took him long time and can't even fire Magay because Magay still carrying EPS, police, and security all with him. That is wrong. They're pretending. They're running an association. They're not running government. Everybody that big man, everybody member of the Catfish family because they all get beer. You don't know who the man, who the pa. So nobody know. The vice president of Liberia presently now, that his wife. Because the man can introduce his wife as Her Excellency. We never voted for First Lady. We have never voted for First Lady. Why are you sitting there? The Liberian taxpayer have paid the First Lady $7.5 million in 5 years. Show me the infrastructure that she have carried on for $7.5 million. Let us be honest. Talk to yourself. The First Lady office have received $7.5 million, $1 million a year. That's alone what she received. It never happened in our history. But the First Lady said, oh, we build a gas place in Buchanan. Go and see it. Go and see it. But this First Lady, come outside and see what she get. I'm not talking about your thing, your show on Jamaica, what are that real house. But go to New York. Go to other places. Her brother is in Liberia. They call him the investor, Michael Duncan. Michael Duncan is a crook. He's a crook. I know him too well. Broke. But today he say investor. He used your own money. They investing in Buchanan. They digging diamonds. Why we suffering? By the time the government is over, the First Lady family is rich. Why we stay suffering? Why we stay suffering? What belongs to the president, the protection, the whatsoever, the president. But what about the citizen? What about we, the citizen? There is no protection. The president took the oath to defend the constitution. Do you know who make up the constitution? It's the Liberian people. People are dying in Liberia today, no justice. People are being raped in Liberia today, no justice. We stay law and order. Police is struggling to instill discipline, but they can't make it because they can't get paid. Only the big boys getting paid. Policeman go in the street, he got to harass the taxi driver to feed his family at school because he's not getting paid. The taxi driver got to make the first 2 rounds to feed his family before he take money to the car owner because they not pay well. The nurses don't want to go to the hospital because they're not paid well. The teachers got to do 2-3 jobs because our teachers are not paid well. They cut their salary and still they can't pay them. Liberian people, what are you waiting for? We got the option. Nobody telling you you should demonstrate. Demonstration is not is not off the table, but do everything. Take your anger to the voting booth. Take your anger. Don't let nobody come and fool you. Let me tell you, that's what make me different. I come on air to lie to you. I don't want to show you, yes, I support Mr. Cummings, but I'm not lying about Mr. Cummings. They got other radio stations, like the Spoon radio station. They talk about Cummings today, they talk about Buya tomorrow, but we know they are all they supporting the president or they supporting GMB. But they're pretending that, oh, we talk about Mr. Cummings. Yes, talk about Mr. Cummings. It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm not lying about Mr. Cummings. I'm telling you about Ellis Cummings. I'm telling you that Ellis Cummings is genuine. Look, if you don't have to be a rocket science to see the goodness of a man. If you yourself are good, if you okay and you open your eyes, you will see the goodness or the badness of other people. But if you just like, oh, I love the man, I love the way the guy can. Don't get me wrong, they got people in ANC who love Mr. Cummings, who are very emotional, who they sentimental about Mr. Cummings. When you say hey, they get vexed. That's truth. But we are saying that you have an option to either vote or not to vote. But it is your right. It is the right that they put in our constitution that you must vote. You 18 years old, register. 19 years old, you register. Some don't say 18 because when you just turn 18, sometimes you can register that time. But from 19 to 35 years old, this election is in your hands. Don't depend on your mind and power. The old politicians fail us. We don't want to fail you. Sidiki that is in studio today, a young man who is struggling to go to school. Nobody know how he managing it. He could be to some kind of sycamore tree or be behind the point singing, oh, say. You people are too smart, educated people, but you are just duplicating words. You are the smartest. You speak, you're trying to pretend. And Liberians, we need to stop it. We speak big words that we ourselves don't understand. Only in Liberia, I see educated people, I see rich people. They say, what can you do for your country? Not what your country do for you. Your leadership, your patriotism should be to your country. We all love Liberia. Whether you're sedition, you from U, you from ANC, you from LP, we all love Liberia. We should put Liberia at the center of everything. We disagree to agree. Sometimes I hear the people from UP. Oh, Mr. Cummings will go. Why you can't? For you to go negotiation, you must get 2 topics. You do not go negotiation with 1 topic, with 1 mindset. We should learn to respect people. If the UP say, oh, why Mr. Cummings can't go as VP? Why you think we can't tell Mr. Bwaka to give us chance too? That is the negotiation. The same way you think that Mr. Cummings should go as VP and we tell you, say, okay, say you now serve 12 years, why can't you give us chance too? That's a negotiation right there. But you say, oh no, the man must stay for 3 years. How do you tell that somebody going to live or long or short? Liberians, come up, speak out. Your future is what matters. It's not about Cummings, it's not about Bwaka, it's about you. But if you think you put your future in Mr. Bwaka or in Mr. Cummings, then no. But what we try to do is to look at them who are prepared. Governmental experience have not done anything for Liberia. They are having governance problem long time. They have not done nothing for Liberia. Oh, they may get government experience. Look at us today. Oh, they may get government experience. Look at us today. Every one of them have government experience. Look at where we are today. Why we should waste our time? I want you to know about the person. Don't know them. When you know them, it's a problem. But know about me, what I can do Don't just see me and Siddiqui on Facebook. When you see us tomorrow, you say, oh, but then Siddiqui say I won't run for representative. Oh yeah, no Siddiqui. Siddiqui on Facebook. Siddiqui can be on the radio station. No. Know about Siddiqui, what he can do. Know about the Oma. We're talking to Ma Mary, Manjua, and Flomo. Don't vote because you and myself from the same county. Don't vote. I am from the southeast. That's why I was born. I'm in Montserrat. But do you think I'm happy that the entire government is from southeast? No, it's wrong. It's wrong. You look at George, we are government today. Everybody is from Sano or not even Maryland. Or don't they say southeast? But everybody is from the Crew tribe. It's wrong because they forgot. The Crown people did it. They would do it. The Congo people did it. No. Liberia first, before county, then tribe. You know what I'm saying? Liberia first. If you're running for president, you're running for president of Liberia. You're not running for no county. If you're running for senator, you're running for county. If you're running for a representative, you're in a small district. In fact, run for a representative is more harder, say, because you know what? If you never did nothing in that district and you come there, there's trouble for you. But we ask people, what did that do for me before? What did my wife not do for you? What they should do for you before you vote? No. It's not what have you done for me. What can you do? What will you do? What have you done? You were representative for 6 years. When you see your work, I can vote for you. The man who won't come, show you do, put on paper. Mr. Cummings, how you create job? Mr. Cummings, how you fix the education system? Mr. Cummings, how you fix healthcare? Because our people are dying from cheap, the sickness. If they're not typhoid, they're malaria, they're from give birth or something that today nobody can die from it easily. We're not talking about cancer, heart attack, or the kind of thing. Ask the question. Ask President, we are 5 years. What have you done to change my life? Don't let them tell you, oh, we fixed the feeder road to do, oh, you know, agriculture. You face agriculture. No, they ain't face agriculture. But you say, oh, we connect roads. We put street light. They solar panel. They light the pole in the street. What are the economic benefits? What? No. But because they say we ain't got sense, we Liberians, we don't think, so the leaders think for us. Then you ready, you vote for them. You ready, you vote for them. We got two type of rogues in Liberia. We got the ordinary rogue, the common rogue. They jack your cell phone, they jack your wallet, they jack your purse. But you can make life again. You can bounce back. They got the other rogue, they call it the rogue. They steal your future. They steal your children's education. But guess what? The funny part of it, we the one can choose the political rogues. And the other common rogue, they can choose who to steal from. Look in Magibi County, the people dancing, oh, we want Maggie, we want Maggie. Maggie not steal enough. A man that could not pay, people know about him, couldn't even rent. But today, he bragging around with millions of dollars and say, I use cash violence. Then you get the audacity to say who is coming. A man work hard, did everything, retired before coming to politics. Because of bad governance, he decided to get into politics. He don't have to get into politics. But today, Maggie can run around with millions of dollars and put it on your and pay your $10 to go vote. What are you doing to yourself? What are your future? Your future is what matters. It's not Maggie's future. Maggie believes that he can steal enough. Maggie want to get into power that, oh yes, because he tasted the power. And also, in the opposition, I will say the truth. They got people who tasted power, want to come back in power. We don't have two parties in Liberia. We got multi-parties. There's no monopoly over a leadership. They see where I can run for election today, Siddiqui can run tomorrow. And you must decide. If Siddiqui platform is better than mine, you take Siddiqui. It shouldn't spoil the friendship. It shouldn't spoil the friendship. Politics is what we disagree. We agree to agree. But you don't have a platform. I got solution. I'm telling you, for me to solve a problem, I go around the country. I continue to travel around the country, ask questions. We will win this election. Mr. Cummings will win this election. Those of you who carry rumors around, instead of promoting yourself, and you take an insult and you carry rumors around, oh, the Liberty Party going to support the NPP and UP, this other person get this, that's your business. But the ANC, CPP, the CPP, the Liberty Party, and the ANC, that door is open to everyone. You are free to be part. You don't need to join the ANC. You don't need to join Liberty Party. We want your support, and we will not apologize to any Liberians, because you know what? Our country is rotting. The good people are not in politics. The good Liberians don't want to get involved. They're sitting down hustling. They're doing their own. When you go into politics, you got 8% or more than 80% of the people are already rotting. So if you're going to only look for new people, you own your own. If you think you're going to, but for you to change the system, you must sell, you must convince. Today, the people you consider that they're not good, they have seen the goodness in Mr. Cummings. You, the person, and you, the man, say, even the people not supporting Mr. Cummings, they say, oh, Mr. Cummings is a good man. Mr. Cummings can change this country. According to his excess, Mr. Cummings can do this. But why? Oh, let Mr. Cummings go with Mr. Bwaka. That compensation? Is that compensation? No. We can't do that. No. Now, you say Mr. Cummings is good, but you're not supporting Cummings. Now, the other man across the river, the man that you said, a bad man, that corrupt, the man himself have seen the goodness of this guy and say, you know what? Yeah, nothing happened. I will go support that man. He's supporting the man that you vest. Daniel Chair support Mr. Cummings, you vest. Liberty ability support Mr. You vest. Toga Macintosh support Mr. Cummings, you vest. When they were on the other side, because you guys are afraid of Alex Cummings. So you, the ordinary Liberian, ask yourself, but why everybody against Mr. Cummings? Why they're not telling us something? Something they're not telling us. Because Mr. Cummings said, I will fight corruption with everything I got. Mr. Cummings said, I don't want money. I will take my money and give it to the Anti-Corruption Commission. Mr. Cummings said, I will audit every department before the year under my administration. I'm not going to wish on nobody. That is what they don't like. And guess what? It will benefit you, the ordinary man. Now you will get good schools. Listen, to show Mr. Cummings law education, Mr. Cummings get plenty children on scholarship. And what? The school that Mr. Cummings get in Liberia, they call it the STEM school. You know what I mean? Science, technology, engineer, and mathematics. That school is all in America, in Europe. By the time the children graduate from high school, they can find job. They know all the technology before you go to college. It's correct. That is the kind of school we need in Liberia. That is what we need to tell our children. Instead of giving them 15 subjects, now we can get a science and art student. You start from high school. You gotta wait to go to college. You're supposed to know what you want. And guess what? Mr. Cummings got a very good plan for the youth. The youth initiative program. Mr. Cummings got a very good plan. And I can promise anybody, and I will tell you, that is the one that will break any relationship. The group of 77 and the children that are in the street are my own priority. I don't have to take money. I don't have to raise money, but they are the government responsible. And I will be so happy if Mr. Cummings is president. That is the time I will say, Mr. Cummings, that is what I work for. The justice system, the group of 77, and the Zogos that are in the street. That's the time now I will tell Mr. Cummings, whether you need a job or, but the fact of the matter, I want to see this thing here that you should start in your first year, that our group of 77, our disabled Liberians, they are not crazy people. The disabled Liberians, they can find a job in Liberia. They can go to school. They don't need to be, even the businesses are accessible to wheelchairs. Imagine. So you handicap, you can't go into Abidjan market with wheelchair. It's sad. They are Liberians and they're entitled to everything. They can vote. They can everything. They're not beggars. They're not beggars, but we treat them different. We consider them as third-class citizens, which is bad. Liberians, we need your support. Vote wise. The future, let me give you this story again. That's a popular story. That's what this wise man, older guy, this man can answer any kind of question, and he gave you any answer that will benefit you. They boy came to the man and said he had a bird in his hand. The lad said, boy, he had one bird in his hand. He asked the man, he said, sir, there's a bird in my hand. I want you to tell me, is this bird alive or dead? Now he want to trick the man. If the man say alive, then he will squeeze the boy to kill the bird. If they say the bird is dead, then he will open his hand for the bird to fly. So the old man looked for long. The old man told him, say, my son, the life of that bird is in your palm, is in your hands. He said, you can kill it or you can keep it alive. So the life, the future of Liberia is in your vote. You can kill it and take it back again, or you can make it move forward. The future of Liberia is with you, the 19 years old to the 35 years old, because you are the youth and you are the precious jewelry of Liberia. That is why Mr. Cummings, when Mr. Cummings talk about technology, when Mr. Cummings is the well-suited politician at this time, candidate who is ready, prepared to take young people into the 21st century, that can take us there, that can be prepared. You know why some people are afraid that Mr. Cummings be president is scared? Because if Mr. Cummings is president, trust me, not anybody can run for president again. What the president will come from, for you to run for president, you will know what you have accomplished in life for you to run for president. But you see right now, oh, you won't be president. Edwin Snow won't be president. Everybody, by the time they get there, they won't be president. They get some people running. They want it because they think government job is for you to make money. But I believe, I can tell you, I do not just believe in people, but I believe in a vision of Alex Cummings. I believe, they say if Christmas will be good, you will tell from the eve. This man is so consistent. Go back and listen to 2016 speeches and now. He is the only consistent guy. His 5 watts and how is something that he's been talking about for so long. He is the only one who is telling you that in my government, there are qualified sedition that will work, qualified UPS or whatsoever. He said Liberian first. Mr. Cummings is not running for ANC. My people, let me tell you today. Maybe tomorrow Mr. Cummings will not have my name when he win. Maybe Mr. Cummings will not even talk to Siddiqui. But do you know how we're doing it for? When our citizens say the president knows my name, it mean that he got to know your name. Hey, Munel, no. What the president doing, I can feed it. That means the president know exactly. But tomorrow, my children, even if I don't live to see it, my children, my nephew, my nieces, and whatsoever, people will say, oh, that Munel relative over there. Something what we're doing today, because life is short. I might not see it. When I say this, people say, oh, don't say, listen, you got to expect things to happen. You got to expect when you're coming. But the fact of the matter, Liberia is our problem. Liberia is what we want. If the country is good, the citizen is good. When the economy is good, we want somebody who will tackle the economy. We want somebody who will prepare to work. Don't let nobody fool. This election is about people put food on the table. How you will create job? Tell us. We want no spider story. Don't tell me. No, the priorities of Liberia is the people right now. You must come up with the first short-term plans with the long-term plan. The long-term plan, education, and agriculture, and whatsoever. But look, Liberia been around for so long, Siddiqui. Let me tell you this. Liberia been around for so long that when you look back, Liberia was tapping Japan and other people. In fact, Liberia was the second highest, if I'm mistaken. It went as first and all. But our country now is so... If I tell you today, Siddiqui, that Liberia is 100 years older than India. India is 75 years old. Liberia is 175 years old. India was nothing. But what they did, they invest into education. Even South Korea and Siriki, they were nothing but they invest into education. China today, every year, pull up more graduates in science, technology than the entire United States. I'm telling you, my brother. What Singapore was so corrupt and but today Singapore is the cleanest country in the world. Singapore, 12 men, they came together and said, listen, they, they were not living there. They went out, they came back. You know what I'm saying? Liberians should honor this. When you go in, you should be a job seeker. You should be an innovator. You should encourage people not to seek for job. You should be a job creator. But most of our people, that's why people don't trust us, Sticky, because some of us will leave from here that government job. Some of us will leave from here. We can open shop to help somebody. Because if even you open one, if you just one testing, that one man you employ, that's a whole family. Maybe that man get 10 children. But we don't do it. Everybody want the government job. But government do not create jobs, Sidiki. Government create the avenue. But can say anybody coming, you want to go to Lufante, you will get a tax break. If you want to open a company there, if you want to open a good company, I send you to Maryland, I will give you tax break. Mr. Cummings believe in decentralizing Liberia. That's why you see today Mr. Cummings can always say Monrovia is not Liberia. But our president believe that Monrovia is Liberia. Every one of them, Monrovia. But for Chima, they don't go home. Why do somebody leave from? And I will tell you today, Sidiki, I don't love politicians, but Mr. Cummings is the first politician that I believe for everything because he's consistent. Mr. Cummings said my superintendent would represent. Today our superintendent said nothing. The superintendents in Liberia are just for nothing. Nobody can listen to them, but they will be, you sort of be a number one representative of the city. But they're nothing, they're just sitting there. You see, so Sidiki from there. How does what the price for rice again, Sidiki? Right, price for rice. Sidiki can hear me. Sidiki. Oh God, it frees up. Okay, guys. So right now we're on Liberty Radio. We have crossed the time, and we spend. Look, it's the cheapest radio station right now. The money we pay compared to other stations, people charging $1,000 a month, some charging $800 a month, but we pay only $300, and we need your help. We need your contribution. And also, don't forget the kid you see in studio there. He's taking serious risks. Sometimes I worry about him. The other day we had to charter a car. While we're talking, it was tough. He had to, and he's an honest kid. He go to school. I help him sometimes. Other people help him. I want to say to everybody, people call him. I don't want to call nobody's name yet, but a lot of people I know that call him and give him. And when I call Sidiki as got transportation, Sidiki will get it. He say, no, don't worry, Chief. Somebody something. He will call the name. He says XYZ. Just send me $25. Just send me $50. Wow. Other Liberians, they will not tell you. They was for more. I've been trying a lot of life, but Sidiki is the only one that I talk to that I pick up his phone every time. Sidiki will just discuss and we just talk. Sometimes we talk about his schools and talk politics whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So he don't have to, I will not call her name, but I want to appreciate her. She said, Munel, apart from my family I send money to, Sidiki is the first person in my life that not related to me, and I just sent him something, and she has sent him more than one time. And I want to say to everyone, one of my friend Patrick Brooks called, he texted me and said, Munel, Thank you for everything. I will want to contribute to Siddiqui bike. And another lady called me. So people, please, $800. I want to see if I can do it before Christmas. $800 to get a bike. And even if we raise $1,000, $1,000, if we can raise $1,000, the other $200, make sure, because I told you, say I won't make sure that bike is registered. The bike should be registered, and we will ask for the first time if they can put some insurance on it, because I don't want to feel guilty. You know, say, and ride back somebody and say, but money, why you can ask the BBANC people? I don't need to ask them. We can do it. The chipping, I'm going to put my own in too, but I buy a bike. If I get the money, trust me, I've not been asking people for nothing. I'm doing it on my own. And some people will some days $100, $50, $75, 150, I think 164, the highest I ever got. You know, they put it in, but I'm not going to kill myself to be begging people for something. And also, don't forget, if you're in the California area, save the date, December 9 to the 11th, 2022, the ANC Global Western Region, we call it the 2022 Gala. It's a fundraiser in Sacramento, California. Come there. They are a strong group. It's about raising funds. Mr. Cummings will be in California on this time from the 9th to the 11th. Please show up. If you're around California area, if you're around that area, you can fly in. Some of us are coming from a distance. The ticket is very expensive. The ticket is almost $700 or maybe less than that, but it's not an easy thing. So please let us do it together. And also the CPP USA is free. It's open to everyone. Be part of the Cummings team. Be a part of something in Liberia. If you want to stay with the George Weah, you can continue and do something. If you want to stay with the Bwaka, you can do something. You want to stay with the Cummings, you can do something. But let us all get involved. Today, people are afraid that, oh, we can, what surprise, what I'm surprised about. We say we're in the opposition. Somebody and myself who say they're in the opposition. We were talking about, we were about four arguing, talking about ourselves. There was a UP guy there. I was the only ANC guy. And we had two guys from CC. While we're discussing, talking about voting in America, whether they can allow us to. To my surprise, let me tell you, I was very surprised that one sedition said, oh, no, 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 we're not doing it because Mr. Cummings will win. The other sedition said, listen, we need to vote here. We need to register. Even they say we should pay and register so we can vote too. Then the UP guy said, no. That was shocked me. The guy from UP said no. The other sedition said no. One sedition said yes. I said yes. They say, oh, when I do vote in America, why people think that Mr. Cummings got, it's not that Mr. Cummings got more people. Mr. Cummings got the best vision. If you in this country and you think you want to a good Liberia that you're going to retire in, you want to see a country with good economic background, you see a country with security, you know, and I know Mr. Cummings is the best. Mr. Cummings is the one with the idea and the know-how. But for some of you guys, you're still into the tribalistic business, you are into the business, and you're still into the love. Oh, I just love the guy, like my friend, you can say, man, I just love George Weah. Well, it's up to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, for joining, Siddiqui just text me already. The time is over, and I appreciate your time. And okay, Siddiqui, Siddiqui, Siddiqui. Okay, the internet is going bad. So, guys, thank you very much. God bless you all. Don't forget, if you vote in America, vote today. Vote Democrat all over. I know y'all will get vet your CD, your Republican. Y'all will get vest. The internet is bad. Sidiki, Sidiki. Oh, we still got time. Oh, you lucky. I almost called the show. Okay, try and open the phone line to let. How many minutes we got? Okay, we got a few more minutes, and the line is open. And I'm sorry that you can't. I could put a number up here, but if you're in America, you can't call this line right now because I'm using it for messenger. That's a fact, CB. It's small for ANC Global, but if ANC Global do it for CD, they will have to do it for everybody. So some of us taking initiative to make sure somebody say, "Oh, ANC Global get it up, bring in." They engage like I think another group and decide to buy Jala or buy two. I think they had the money already. So Sidiki, when someone come on, let me know. So if yeah, you're listening to Mohammed Fofana, he say you better take your cartoon. He said Toting, Toleing, business serious and stop talking. Mohammed Fofana, they got it to door. The door, you can know that job. We are left there. I can hear you, but I don't know about the other person. No. Okay, thank you very much. And the time I fast spent, and to some of you guys who still over the fence and the lovers of George Weah, and it's so shameful that please, when you texting, if you're making a comment, I don't know what you call told TOLD that told. That means I tell you something the passing of tell. But if you put an IG there, that is total you. But you see, if I in America and I total cartoon, so I tell you it's shameful. But anyway, to those of you back home, I want to say thank you for your time. Please don't blame yourself. Register, do everything possible. Register and vote. And the approval rating of President Weah is not a good thing. We can't get nothing out of him. Vote. We got if you're a Liberty man, vote. If you're ENC man, vote. You must vote. But I will tell you, Alexander Cummings is the best. Alexander Cummings is the one who is ready and prepared. You understand? Please, okay. Wow, Sidiki, I see somebody just Sidiki, the grace of God. So those of you who listen to us, I know y'all will hear me talking about Sidiki, Sidiki, Sidiki. But Sidiki, let's pray to God. Maybe before Christmas you will get your bike. You understand? You will get your bike moving around, and then at time all the jealous people will start running behind. But to those of you, please let us vote Mr. Cummings for president, and don't let nobody fool you. And don't let nobody tell you that nobody know Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings is qualified like any other person. Yeah. What is okay? What the person say? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
there are some of our brothers who comes to the platform with a high level of deception. Deception is reflected on their basis or their daily life. So that is the Liberia we found ourselves in. I want to appreciate the both of you for always trying to cause for the Liberian people to understand who is Mr. Comey in a natural foundation and from where he works and from where he became at Europe. And we want to say this so that you elect we are encouraging people to vote. And these are things that make one as people, majority numbers, will not get it. There are many of us who feel reluctant about things, about coming up to vote who we believe in. Like you said, it's not about what I need Mr. Comey. It is about transforming Europe or transforming that Europe from this getting stage to a larger stage. I mean, what would be the argument is to back off what your Kennedy happened or what he intends to do that Mr. Comey has always said I will provide jobs. And how can he do it? We can't fix it. And how can he upgrade the economy from the state A to state B? We make it as explicit. So I mean, we always imagine our people that the change is around. But how can we get this change? It is to muster the courage to wake up on that particular day of October next year. So what the change we always give up. Wouldn't Mr. Weah would be a disaster that would not be covered. And I want to tell our young people, we don't have to tell you this in adjective, or we don't have to describe it in any form of manner, but seeing it on your daily life, seeing it is reflecting on everything you do, business, I mean, you go to school, everything in life in Liberia now, the hardship Mr. Weah has brought on our life is reflectable. So we can have that is our argument. So thank you, Mr. Dara, and let me say thank you to my brother who always always had that courage, to say this is the team, and what can I do to comfort the team, or to make the team real, is to put my time and commitment to engage the media, both from the social media and the print, and that's the electronic media, to talk in front of Mr. Comey. I want to say a very big thanks to you. And I keep doing this to electricity. Let's talk to our people, not to the radio. They engage the advisor, they engage the backing girl, they engage whatsoever they get to as well to get the message of Mr. Comey being there. Thank you very much to you guys. And it's a pleasure having you on the platform.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you very much. And for that encouraging words.
Making your call right now and it will be live. 0207-2238-27. The reason we're not getting more callers is because the station line some problem, and so I'm using my own phone to take some calls. So that's why
I think people hear it loud and clear. And I want to say again, thanks for the encouragement to my brother who was just on the line, and to those of you who watching on Facebook. The message is going. The message is going through. But we still have to encourage our people, our Liberian brothers and sisters. Whether you think that man and power is not alive and whatsoever, don't feel discouraged. Do not give up. For Liberia to change with you, it's not the leader alone. This is not about Bwaka. This is not about Mr. Cummings. As much as I support Mr. Cummings, but my leader that I'm supporting is not about him getting rich anymore. God bless him. But we, as a citizen, we should stand up for the first time in 2023 to register and cast our vote in a way that people, the world will be proud of us. They will say, yes, Liberians are not the same yesterday. And I believe Liberians not the same. I believe our children in the ghetto can change. If we can leave Liberia and come to America, go to Europe and abide by the rules and regulations, we can do it in our country. We can do it. Don't let nobody fool you that Liberians are different people. No, we are smart people. It's just that we are individually smart, but we can come together to work for the betterment of our country. Everybody is what you can do for me. It's not what you can do for me. If Liberia is good, if the government is trying, we need to hold our leaders accountable. Right now, election is coming. Vote against your corrupt politicians. Vote against your corrupt representative. Don't be like Magay. Don't put Akara's grave back. Don't put Thomas Fowler back. Look at where they came from today. They are millionaires. And you stay in the same dungeon. Hey, my people, I beg you. This time, you put Liberia on the ballot. And I'm telling you, I will be the first man if Mr. Cummings go against what he said. Because I got everything on record. And I believe this is the first time I believe in a politician. This is the first. I don't love him, but I believe what he's saying because he continues to say it and I trust him. It's hard for me to trust people, but when I trust you, I trust you. I don't trust. But Mr. Cummings is the first politician I ever trust. I don't know Mr. Cummings. He's not my friend. Joshua is my friend. Other candidates are my friends. But no, country over politics. Country fights. So we just calling up on you people. Register. Don't feel discouraged. I beg you. Go and register and cast your vote. This time, think about your children. Think about your nieces, your nephews, or whatsoever. Ask the question, Mr. Cummings, how you create job? Mr. Cummings, how you will do it? The one who were there before. Ask them and say, but why you do it? Why now? All the time you have, you don't do it. We can make the election one round. We can make it. We don't have to waste our time. There will be no war in Liberia. President, we will not steal the election. President, we will not change the result unless you don't vote. If you don't vote, President will win. If you make President we are win, trust me, it's a political suicide, and the entire world will laugh at you. But he's not going to win. When you look at the statistics from 2017 and we'll bring it to now, no Liberian is going to waste the time because President Weah have damaged the lives of most of our people. We're not against President Weah. We're not against George Oppong Weah. Yes. So that is the closing. And I want to say thank you very much, Siddiqui. And please don't forget, we need your support. I need to get me back for Siddiqui. Yeah. Somebody come here. Okay, we just lost him again. But anyway, that's a good thing. And let's see. Siddiqui. Yeah, Siddiqui. Yeah, I'm here. I hear you, but I don't know why you call on the phone. Yeah. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 2 o'clock. Yeah. Okay, 9 o'clock Thursday morning will be on air. Okay. So thank you. Thanks, guys. God bless you. So 9 o'clock Liberian time on Thursday and 2 o'clock in Liberia. We want to say thank you very much. Mr. Cummings had a lot of stuff. You'll be going around. We continue the campaign. And listen, don't let nobody fool you that the Liberty Party is going to the UPP or whatsoever. If they go on the case, and let me say this. Let go to the in case, which I don't like to always say. Mr. Billete will support Mr. Cummings. Mr. Billete will not leave. And let me say this to us. When things were bad, when people were insulting Mr. Cummings all around the country, insulting, doing this, they said they want to destroy him. One man stood by Mr. Cummings was Musa Billete. Musa Billete stood with Mr. Cummings with all the things. In fact, Musa Billete got insults, the scar, the damage that have been done to him because of supporting Mr. Cummings. People call him names. Just recently, people stop calling Mr. Billete because they say, oh, Billete, they're going to UP. Don't let nobody fool you. Billete will talk to people. This, when you in politics, that negotiation, you can't say you can't bring people in. You got to talk. So the Liberty Party want to come together to bring themselves together. Yes, they can bring themselves, but this Liberty Party is in a collaboration by law. By law, they in the collaboration. So don't let nobody fool you that, oh, Billete this. Let some of my friends then tell, oh, my man, Billete they're going to, they got a right to negotiate. They got a right to talk. Look, and to my ANC people, Liberty Party is entitled, the same entitled, they are all equal partners. Let us stop fooling ourselves. Liberty Party, they are equal partner. Fifth, not because Mr. Cummings is the standard bearer, but they are equal in making decisions. It will not be ANC alone. Every decision in the CPP will be done by the two parties and other people they bring it on board or they brought on board. We need to live with it. Mr. Cummings is member of CPP. There will be CPP on the ballot. There will be no ANC on the ballot, no Liberty Party on the ballot. You will be running on CPP. Let's get it straight. We alone, ANC alone cannot give Mr. President, Mr. Cummings the presidency. I can be honest with y'all. We alone cannot. George Weah is in a collaboration. You see, United Party, Ellen Johnson brought in Action Party, they dissolved Action Party, they went to Liberty Unity Party. And the LUP, the loop, they came. There are three parties. So don't let fool. Mr. Cook can do it. Yes, ANC cannot do it alone. We need people to join us. So don't let nobody tell you politics is not when you look for a corporation job. Politics, you need everybody on board. Change, Liberia men understand change. One way is to change John Brown name and bring Peter Paul. No. Change is about the mind, the behavior. That's it. So that thing that Mr. Cummings is talking about, Mr. Cummings will not compromise his belief. I can tell anybody that. Mr. Cummings will not compromise his belief. Mr. Cummings have not promised nobody job. So whether we compromise, we'll talk to people to join. Yes, they will get job. But it mean I gotta be the particular person. If they're going to give Liberty Party people job, it don't have to be a particular person. The good thing with the Liberty Party, the coalition, even a Liberty Party bringing the people for job, the president will have to nominate you and you should be clean. If you're not clean, they will ask for a new person. It's simple. You're not telling me, say, oh, you got to appoint Martin Kula to this place. No. No, that's not how it's working. You don't have to. Even if that Liberty Party person, it got to be the will and pleasure of the president. That's it. That's the negotiation. You must give and take. So even if Prince Johnson said today, oh, I will support you, but how many positions you will give me? Prince Johnson will not take somebody that he want to get. No, that's not how it works. It should be from his party. So maybe if somebody coming from UP or from the other people who supporting it got to be a qualified Liberian, and you must produce. They're not warring faction we having. They're not warring faction. Why want to send John Brown or John Brown? No. So Liberians, let's get it straight. Let's get it straight. We continue to do things as if, I don't understand why we complicate things. These are simple stuff. Simple. 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 Okay, since I'm on air, I want to see if I can receive only 2 or 3 calls. No, you see, government don't create jobs. Government create avenues for jobs. Government got to be business corporation friendly, that these people will come into the country with their money. You understand? Because nobody want to come in Liberia and bring their money over. Okay, if you want to call so and contribute, I'm up here for the next 5 minutes. And next 5 minutes, I do not I will not accept a call from anybody who want to come and act rude. I will accept a call from independent. I will accept call from communist supporters, the ANC, the LP, but I'm not having a dialogue with anybody. If you're from CDC or you from some other party, it's not a dialogue between you and myself. This is about maybe somebody who support Mr. Cummings, maybe they want to add the little voice into it, which I will appreciate. But you and I are not going to have a conversation or anything. So my phone number is up there for the next 5 minutes. If you call, if you want to contribute, you can make a call and I'll give you 2 minutes of my time. But after that, by 10:38, we shutting off. So guys, I love my country, Liberia, man. I love people of Liberia. We are good people. Yeah, we are good people. But sometimes we just make things harder every day, every day, every day. Yeah, every day will make things hard for ourselves. Yeah, guy. So don't forget, we'll be in California. And you know, one of my favorite songs from Bob Marley, if you ever listen to the Redemption song, oh, para, yes, well, sold to the merchant ship minutes after they took. I from the bottomless pit, but my hands were made strong by the hand of the Almighty forward in this generation. Hmm. That is the song by Bob Marley. Yeah. Won't you help to sing the songs of freedom? Cause all I ever have. Redemption song, redemption song. I'm reading it now, so I'm not. I don't know the lyrics. I just that the one my favorite part of it is one with uh emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, but our hands can free our mind. Woo! Bob Marley. Uh, 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 uh. None of them can stop the time. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for alternating energy, cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Woo! Some say it's just a part of it. We got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever heard. Redemption song. Yes, redemption. Another song I love for Bob Marley is I think that's one of Bob Marley's last song. Bob Marley's last song was what the song is Mystery. There's a many more will have to suffer. Many more will have to die. Don't ask me why. There's a mystery in the air. Okay, guys, have a good day. God bless you, and I appreciate your time. And don't forget your contribution, and please. The seditious, they can contribute, or the other people contributing, but for us, me, I gotta be begging you. So yeah, please let us help the best way possible. Okay, guys, Alexander, Boniface, Doris, Jimmy, and it's good for us to have a conversation. Library is what matters. Yeah. And to Tonian, Sis Morella, CB, hey, my big brother. Mohamed Fofana, I will told him my cartoon, yeah. Sis Rebecca, James Toba. Okay. Chiba, what's up, my man? Talawona, how are you? Regina, Alice, your thanks for watching. Share the video. And my page is on a suspend now, restricted. So some will not see my video right now, but only those if you go on YouTube, you will see it because I said something. Look, if you want, it's easy for Facebook now. If you play wrong music, they get you out. And certain words you can't spell the word stupid, and certain words you can use is bullet. And when I told someone I said stupidity and it's garbage in, garbage out, and when I look pop, they flag it. Especially we that on Facebook all the time, it's easy for them to flag you down. So, and that's it. So, yeah, good day. God bless you. Jimmy, go do your delivery job and out of here. Nobody can change, bro. Even babies born 10 years from once that Jack. Hey, my man, Jimmy, man, stop it, man. Don't put it like bro. Like bro will change. Like bro will change. We gotta change ourselves. Change start from us. You can't change people and then you still want to be the same. So that's why I make Mr. Cummings the best man to check out. Mr. Cummings, everything he want to do, he start on himself. He know how to come. Mr. Cummings don't come to a meeting late. Mr. Cummings respect time. And he will be who respect time. You will be a good leader. Yeah. So bye for now. I love you guys. Don't forget to vote today now. Make sure you vote. Go and exercise your right. If you're not voting from here to Liberia, so you can vote, you have the opportunity to vote. It's important. Bye.